Hi everyone, Nico from Talknotes here. In this tutorial, I will show you how to use all the options in Talknotes so you can find your way through the app. So this is a screen when you will arrive when you just open the app for the first time. So I already have some notes here, but for you, if you don't have any note, that will be empty. But as you can see, we have some tags, we have some folders, and we have the notes. But let's start by recording a note. So you can click this button here, and you have a few options. So you can upload a file if you want to use a pre-recorded file, and you don't have to worry about the 20 minutes limit. The file is going to be automatically trimmed down to 20 minutes. So if you upload 30 minutes, the backend will handle the 10 more minutes and will trim it out. So I'm going to record myself. So once my audio is recorded, I can either remove it. So if I want to restart, I can listen to it, or I can change the style. So by default, the style will be note. You can use a custom, like you can select a favorite style, but in this case I have list. But let's create a new one. So I'm just going to click here, create style, and let's call it poem or whatever. So the name and the style, the description don't really matter, but the instruction is important. So this is how you want the AI to handle your content. So in this case, okay, you can also specify like a tone of voice you want to use. So here, write casually. Okay, so create a style, and I'm going to scroll down. As you can see, I have my poem style here. You can edit or remove your custom style. So for example, if I want to delete this one, you can just click here, and it's going to be taken out of the list. All right, so let's select this style, and now I can click create note. So it can take a minute or something if your audio is a bit long, but in this case it's very short, so it's only going to take like a few seconds. All right, so it's ready, and as you can see, yeah, there is some rhyme, right, night, entry, century, feature. Yeah, so it's not like some like classic poem or something, but it's still here. So yeah, that's how you create a note. That's the basics. Now you have plenty of options to tweak it and organize it. So if you click on this little menu here, you will see a bunch of options. So the first one is share note. So let's say if you want to share the note to someone you know, you can just click share note here, and then you can copy this address. And if I go to it, as you can see, the note can easily be shared. Important, remember to check this, otherwise it will not be accessible. So if I uncheck it, I refresh the page, then the page doesn't exist. Okay, then let's see. I can copy the note. So this is just going to copy the content of the note to my clipboard. Then I can change the style. So let's say, so I use the poem style, but actually I want like a list. So I can just click here, update style, and it's going to rewrite the note. And ta-da, I have a list. Nice. Then I have the C transcript. So this is going to be the unedited transcript. So if you want to have exactly what you said without any further editing, you can just click that. In some cases, there are some words that the AI might have trouble to catch up. So for example, here we have Talknote, and I can fix it, Talknote, and click update transcript. And as you can see, so here, Talknote, and now if I change the style again to a list, it should be able to fix it. Yep, it did. So the next one is tags. So tags are, well, tags, I mean, the title is pretty obvious, but it's just a quick way to organize your notes so you can filter them out. So I'm just going to write demo here, and automatically when you write a comma, so either press enter or add a comma, is going to add the tag here. And then you can click update tag, and when we will be back in your list of notes, it will be available here. And the last one is delete note. So if you want to delete it, you can click here. Now let's go back to the note list. Okay, so as you can see, my note is here. I have my tags. Now I have a few options. So let's say I want to move it into a folder. I can just click here, and I have like a few folders. And so if I want to create a new one, you can just click here, write the name of the folder, and it's going to be created. But in this case, I'm just going to move it into the MISC folder. And as you can see, the note is not here anymore. And if I click MISC, the note is available here. So now, let's say you want to duplicate the note, for example. So let's say you want to write multiple pieces of content from one audio. So you can just record yourself once and duplicate the note. So for example, you can duplicate the note like that. It's going to create an exact copy. So even the date will be the same, the tag, the folder, everything. And what you can do then, you can just go there, edit the note, change the style, and then you will get the same transcript, same everything, except the style will be different. And finally, if you want to delete multiple notes, or even it works also for cloning, but you can just click here and you're going to delete the note. So that's pretty much it for the main options. Now there is also a setting part. So let's see what we have here. So if you want to use a specific microphone, you can choose the options here. So I like to use the default one of my MacBook, so I would just check that, but it can be handy, for example, if your microphone, the default microphone is not very good or something like that. Then we have the language option. So by default, Talknotes will try to guess the language, but in some cases, it might still use English as default. So if you want to change that and try to force a specific language, you can pick a language from the list here. So right now it supports more than 50 languages, so I'm sure you will find a way to make that work for you. Then we have the default style. So like when you create a note, sometimes it's a bit annoying to just click and select the style, etc., like do it over and over again. So you can automatically pin a style to as a default one that will be used. So for example, here, if I say journal, every new note I'm going to create by default will be a journal. So if I go to my screen, as you can see, journal. Okay. Then you have some integrations. So for example, if you want to use Zapier, you can just copy this key, and once you are in Zapier, I will not go dive into this, but you will be asked to put your key, and this is where you put it. You have an option to use webhook, but I'm not going to go too much into that now either. And finally, you have an option with your plan, so if you want to manage your subscription. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The last few things. So if you need anything, if you have any ID, you can click here to suggest an ID, and this will open the board where you can suggest everything. This is what I use to prior as features. So it's better if you have an ID to just put it here than send an email, because that way I can keep track of it and you can vote for feature. So for example, here, like if I want a mobile app, like people can vote for it, and I will get, like I will know that there is at least 9 people who want that. Same for bugs, it will just open like a different board, but as soon as you get like a bug or something, you can just put it here. And finally, you have the support here. So if you have any question or anything, you can just do live chat, or you can send me an email at support@talknotes.io. That's pretty much it for this video. So I hope this will be helpful. And if you have any question, just let me know and I will answer you as soon as possible. Have a great day and have fun with Talknotes.